Good afternoon, evening, whenever you see this, my loves. For those of you that are new to my page or my channel, hi, welcome. My name is Tiffany Thompson, and I am a self-care coach that helps millennials create more holistic and intentional self-care routines to aid them on their healing journey. And if you haven't already, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. It's the first of the month. It's the first of the month. It's a new year. It's a new day. It's a new beginning. It's a new, fresh start for you to create the life that you always wanted. We used the last 3 years as a testament to the things that no longer serve us, to the things that no longer make us feel good, the things that no longer make us feel whole. And we use those things as a blueprint for the things that we know that we deserve, the things that we know that we want coming into the new year. What are some goals? What are some things that you really want to put your mind and your heart to this year? Like the past 3 years, I know we've been doing a whole bunch of personal development. Like we've been working on self-love and self-care and becoming more trustworthy, learning to give back to ourselves, learning to invest back into ourselves. And I want us to still keep that same momentum. I want us to still give that same love and energy and passion to ourselves. But this year, I want us to focus more on how using those tools that we've gained in the past 3 years, I want us to use those tools to help us make this year and every year after better. We have the ability to create the life that we want. Every day, we can wake up and decide what kind of life we want to live. You can change whatever situation or circumstances just by a thought, just by changing the way you feel, changing the way that you react, changing the way that you show up in certain spaces. We have so much power, and it's time now for us to use it. Now is the time for us to walk in it. Now is the time for us to understand who we are and whose we are. Because if you serve a God like mine, and he can just speak to things and it's so, and we were made in his image and his likeness, how can we not have that same power to create a life worthy of us? How can we not have that same power to speak things over us? Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. What kind of fruit are you trying to eat in this season? What kind of fruit are you producing? What kind of seeds are you laying this season? Are they going to be dormant? Are you going to pour into them? Are you nurturing them? Is the soil good? Are you giving it the right water? Like, what is your environment like? Your seed needs to be nourished, nurtured, cared for, catered to. And you have the ability to decide how that looks, how that feels. So what are you gonna do? There's nobody else that can do it for you. Nobody else. Be a part of your own rescue, because first you have to accept it in yourself that you need it, that you want change, that you want to grow, that you want to heal. Believe that you are deserving of the life that you say that you want. If you say you want to be a millionaire or a billionaire, what do the most billionaires and millionaires do? If you want to be the top athlete What do those top athletes do? If you want to be the next best-selling author, what do best-selling authors do? If you're trying to be the next actor or actress, the next photographer, the next podcaster, like, what do those people do? Those are the people that you need to start surrounding yourself with. Those are the people that you need to start listening to on a daily basis. Pay attention to how they pour into their craft, how dedicated they are. Because dedication is the only way that you're going to get what you say you want. How much are you willing to change to see change? Sometimes we say we want things, but we're not ready to put in the work to receive those things. And then we get so angry and frustrated when other people get them, or we don't see the results that we thought we were going to receive. But I keep telling y'all, the thing has been, faith without works is dead. How much work are you putting in? How much are you believing that you can receive this thing? Are you heavy on the faith, but not so much on the work? Are you too heavy on the work and not so heavy on the faith? Like, it has to be a balance. Everything has duality to it. You have to find that balance. You have to find peace, because that's the only way that we're going to be able to get to where we want. Trust yourself. I told y'all the other day, trust in 3 parts. Trust in yourself, trust in God, and trust in yourself that by believing in God, all things are possible. What are you willing to change today? How are you willing to grow? How are you willing to heal? What does your flower need? I told you, it's a new year, a new day. We always say new year, new me. But this year, I want us to be serious. I want us to show ourselves. I want us to prove to ourselves that what we say is what we mean. In 2022, we're not just talking. It's not about talking anymore. We've been talking for years. Oh, I'm gonna go get that degree. Oh, I'm gonna become this. Oh, I'm gonna do that. But we always been waiting for that win. And I told y'all, your win is now. Your win is now. How much are you willing to change to see change? Are you willing to grow? Are you willing to heal? Are you willing to sacrifice those things? Not everybody wants to sacrifice, but are you willing to sacrifice? Sometimes sacrificing means not hanging with your friends. Sometimes sacrificing means not being able to spend the way you used to. Sometimes sacrificing means writing more than you normally would. Listening to podcasts, showing up in spaces that you wouldn't normally show up in. How much are you willing to change to see change? It's the beginning of the year, and I feel like this is a new beginning. This is a fresh start. The past 3 years has shown us a reflection of everything that no longer served us over the past decade. The past 3 years, I think we've shedded a lot of things that no longer served us. I think we've grown in exponential ways. I think we've healed broken generational curses. It wasn't easy, but it was necessary. It was not easy, but it was necessary. Every day, waking up, showing up for you, choosing you, even when it didn't look right to other people, even when other people didn't understand, even when other people judged you and called you crazy, and said, oh, who is that weird girl? Who she thinks she is? Who he think he is? How you think you gonna do that? Oh, you ain't got that. Oh, you ain't gonna never be nothing. Even with all those people doubting you and not understanding, you still stood true to yourself. You still trusted yourself. You still showed up. And that is what's going to continue to bless you. That's going to continue to carry you. We've all been through some traumatic situations in our lives. We've all been through certain situations and circumstances, and we didn't really understand how we got through them. And once we start telling our story and sharing our story with people, they're not going to understand either. But by sharing and showing up and knowing that they seen you go through all of that stuff and didn't know that you were going through those things, you can show them how they can get through their situations, how they can heal, how they can release their trauma, how they can release things that no longer serve them, how they can build a future that's better, how they can build a healthy love, create a healthy love, create a healthy space where healing is normal, where talking about your feelings and your emotions is normal, where being understood by those around you and not being mistreated is normal. By you being you and showing up for yourself and being a part of your own rescue, that will inspire others to be a part of their own rescue. It is Self-Care Saturday, and as y'all can see, I've already been out here walking for 12 minutes now. You know you need 30 minutes a day. I don't care if it's yoga, if it's stretching, if it's just sitting out in nature. I want you to get up. I want you to be active. And it's not because I want it, it's because your body deserves it, because you deserve it. How can we be so much for so many people and do so little for ourselves? That's the reason why I got into the self-care business, because I realized that, yes, I was a good person for so many people, but at the expense of myself. I stopped paying attention to what Symphony needed. I stopped caring about my needs, because to me, other people's needs, other people's happiness was more important than mine. And now it's my job to teach you that you are your first priority. If you don't take care of yourself, nobody else will. Nobody knows you the way that you do. Nobody has been through the things that you've been through but you. No matter how many times you tell a person how you feel, what's going on, you're the person that has to deal with your situation. How you show up for yourself matters. So how are you choosing to show up for you?